Saksakalyan gunarnavasya Vande Guru Sri Charanaravindan.
The total energy of the Mahat Tattva, in the form of the gigantic Virat Rupa, divided himself by himself into the consciousness of the living entities, the life of activity, and self-identification, which are subdivided into 1, 10, and 3 respectively. Consciousness is the sign of the living entity, or the soul. The existence of the soul is manifest in the form of consciousness, called Jnan Shakti. The total consciousness is that of the gigantic Virat Rupa, and the same consciousness is exhibited in individual persons. The activity of consciousness is performed through the air of life, which is of 10 divisions. The airs of life are called prana, apana, udana, vyana, and samana, and are also differently qualified as naga, kurma, krakara, devadatta, and dhananjaya. The consciousness of the soul becomes polluted by the material atmosphere, and thus various activities are exhibited in the false ego of bodily identification. These various activities are described in Bhagavad Gita as bahushaka hyanantashka buddhayo vyavasayanam. The conditioned soul is bewildered into various activities for want of pure consciousness. In pure consciousness, the activity is one. The consciousness of the individual soul becomes one with the supreme consciousness when there is complete synthesis between the two. The monist believes that there is only one consciousness, whereas the sattvatas, or the devotees, believe that although there is undoubtedly one consciousness, they are one because there is agreement. The individual consciousness is advised to dovetail with the supreme consciousness, as instructed by the Lord in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvadhaman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. The individual consciousness, Arjun, is advised to dovetail with the supreme consciousness and thus maintain his conscious purity. It is foolish to try to stop the activities of consciousness, but they can be purified when they are dovetailed with the supreme. This consciousness is divided into 3 modes of self-identification according to the proportion of purity. Adhyatmika, or self-identification with the body and mind, Adhibhautika, or self-identification with the material products, and Adhidaivika, or self-identification as a servant of the Lord. Of the 3, Adhidaivika self-identification is the beginning of purity of consciousness in pursuance of the desire of the Lord.